Alright guys, so before we start going like full swing into it, starting out with the incline dumbbell bench press, you always want to warm up your shoulders, especially your rotator cuff. Like Austin was just barely doing. He had the fives, so ready to show you. So I usually kind of do this, warm up my rotator cuffs every way, kind of grab really light. I'm only using 5 pounds, side to side, go up and down. Then you can do arm circles, depending on, you know, if your shoulder joint hurts when you move it that way. If not, you definitely want to stretch it out like that. Another thing that's great for for warming up your shoulder joints is resistance bands. Resistance bands definitely will help, especially for stretching, just because they kind of move with your body. Like I usually use very light barbell, one that has no weight on it, or easy bar, I meant. But the problem with that is it doesn't really kind of move with your body. Your body doesn't like to just move on that one straight bar plane. So resistance bands are a really good way to warm up shoulder joint. And then after that, we are definitely going to use very lightweight to warm up, like Austin's doing right here. As you can see, he's just using 35, nothing too crazy, just to warm up the chest too. You always want to warm up. Not warming up is the biggest cause for injury, so definitely make sure you do that.
Alright guys, so coming at you guys again today with another voiceover. Today was chest day. I went to the Draper Vossa today. It was actually a really good chest workout. So here you see us starting out with incline dumbbell press. So we ended up starting out pretty heavy, not like, you know, something absurd, but it was 70 pounds. As you could see, I just go down till my elbows are parallel with me, maybe a little bit lower. I try not to load too much weight onto my joints for protection. I'm in it for the long run. I don't want to mess up my joints right now. I am taking fish oil. I am taking some joint support, so, you know, just to make sure that I do not hurt myself lifting heavier amounts of weight. Next, we have incline dumbbell flies. The lighting isn't great at this place. We thought it would be a little bit better, but lighting wasn't great for filming. But either way, so you see us doing incline dumbbell flies. So here's one thing that I was doing. Every single time you come up, bring your elbows together, the ends of the dumbbell together too, and that'll really help squeeze your chest. If you want a tip on that, just go to Austin Gomez Fitness YouTube channel, and he has more on it. So definitely check that out. Next thing we have going on, I think it's right here. So it's flat dumbbell press, and then once again we didn't start out like insanely heavy. It was just the 70 pounds. We ended up going up to 85. So right here you could kind of see I try to bring my elbows to my sides rather than like straight out from my shoulder, because that'll really load a bunch of weight up on the shoulder joint. So make sure you're just kind of being careful with that. Next is the clip with the 85s. So you can see with the 85s, I'll admit guys, could have gone lower, better form. I did keep one thing that I'm always, saying is you need to keep your hips down when you are bench pressing, just because, in my opinion, I don't count it if your hips come off the bench. For power lifters, that's one thing. But for strict bodybuilding lifts, I do not think your hips should come off the bench at all. All right, next we had cable crossover, just straight cable crossover. So I was trying to do the same thing with this as I was doing with the flies. When you come together, try to squeeze your elbows together so then your pecs come together. Creates awesome tension and just more time under tension with the muscle. Feels really good. Great contraction. Hits the middle chest a little bit more.
We haven't hit calves for a little bit, and you're always wanting to have your legs, calves rolling. So we barely did Smith machine calf raises. Now we're doing seated calf raises. So Smith machine will keep going, but Smith machine will more hit the inner part of the calf, the inner part. The seated will hit your outer part in the soleus. The soleus is the muscle that runs up along the side of your leg. So you definitely want to mix it up with calf raises. You want to go from, standing, seated, Smith machine, anything like that. Be constantly switching it up, or just have like a day, like 3 different days of the week. So One day you'll do like 100 reps on seated, or 100 reps on Smith machine, or 100 reps on standing, or just do them all in one day. Do that like every other day. You definitely want to keep growing your calves. Alright guys, so physique update at 185, so I'm up like, I think 6 pounds, or I'll say 184, so I'm up 5 pounds, so not bad. I'm starting to lose like my ab definition, so nothing horrible. I have pants on, so can't show you guys my legs right now, but next physique update, they'll be bigger than you'll expect. Here you go. Alright guys, that's a physique update for you guys. Get that up in my face. Just barely hit chest, so I feel kind of pumped up in my chest. Not horribly though. But I'm definitely trying to, my weak spots right now, I'd say my chest is a weak point on me. My back is a weak point. My shoulders are decent, my arms are pretty good. But I definitely want to bring up my chest and back. Austin's back there flexing. But definitely want to bring up my chest and back. And then my legs, they're actually proportionate with my chest and back right now, but that just means I'll have to bring up my legs too. You can never have big enough legs. Rather have bigger legs than bigger upper body, I should say. Just got done with chest. Really good day, feeling good. Now, today is my day off from work. Alright, he's barking. But now let's just go home and relax. I'll probably show you guys a couple meals. Show you guys what supplements I take. I still need to do that. I planned on doing that a couple days ago. I ended up not doing it, but when I get home, I'll show you guys. He's wanting to flex for you guys. And the Jeremy Buendia shirt. All right. Buendia. Alright guys, Austin's dad pulled through, came in clutch and gave me some quinoa. I've never tried quinoa, and then he also gave me some chicken bouillon or something. It just helps flavor rice and quinoa. But so what I need to practice on is, one thing you guys should also try to do is switch up carbs. You don't want to be eating rice for every single meal. Your body will start digesting that as a simple carb rather than a complex carb. So you definitely want to mix up your carbs and switch it up like every 2 weeks, I'd say. So now I'm going to be trying some quinoa. Alright, I will see you guys in just a sec.
Alright guys, what's up? So right now, me and Austin just barely got done taking measurements. So I'm just going to share that with you guys. So my body fat was like roughly 9%. I'm going to say it was like 9 to 10 just because, I'd say my measurements were a little bit off just by a little bit. They were, saying that my body fat is lower than it typically is because year round I'm usually sitting at like 6 to 7%. I'm usually really lean. It's just my metabolism is going so fast that I'm always lean. So, I'm a little bit thicker than I am used to right now. I'm not very comfortable with it just because, like I was saying before, I love being lean. I love seeing my striations, that kind of stuff. But, it's all part of bulking. It's kind of what you got to do unless you do a lean bulk, which takes a lot longer. But, whatever. So, other than that, both my arms and both of my calves were 15.5. So that's good. You want your calves to match up with your arms. You want your leg width together to match up with your chest and back. And you want your shoulders to be about double your waist. So, with that said, my legs did match up with my chest and back. So, my right leg is like 23.25, and my left leg is 23. My chest and back are 46.5. So, I'm like half an inch smaller than my chest and back, which isn't a bad thing just because I am proportionate. I feel like legs are probably my strongest point, but I am trying to make my chest and back bigger, so I obviously have to grow my legs with that along with everything else. So in my width, my shoulder width was 49 3/4. So actually pretty good. My waist was 31. So I definitely need to bring my waist down with bulking. You know, like I was saying before, I'm a little bit thicker than I usually am, so that can play a role in it. I can lose some body, or actually a lot of body fat from my waist. That's where I typically carry my body fat, is my lower back and my lower stomach. So that is, you know, my shoulders constantly stay lean. I'm not sure if you guys can see, you know, that I typically have striations just in my shoulders year round. It's, you know, natural for me to have that, but lower back isn't always as lean as I'd like it to be. My lower abs are not always as lean as I like them to be, but, you know, like I keep saying, that's just part of bulking. Just got to get used to it. But other than that, that's about it, guys. I just kind of wanted to share that with you guys and let you know. So next video, I want to tell you guys what I'm on, what I'm taking. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Alright guys, so it is still June 6th. I'm just gonna have a 2-a-day. Going right now with my girlfriend. We're gonna go hit some legs and abs. Probably gonna be a pretty light session, not anything too crazy. But I am going again. This is my girlfriend. And alright, that's it. She's mad at her parking. She parked crooked, so she has to fix it. It's freaking ridiculous. Before we could go into the gym, she has to fix her parking. Literally looks the exact same. Like, literally. No, it's fine. It's fine. Going around 2. Fixing it again. Told you she didn't move, and she took that to offense. She's moving again. Probably wasting more gas doing this than we did getting here. Alright, see if she can do it this time. Well, literally the exact same. The exact same.